Okay, so how do you feel about being back in Jamaica?
I'm feeling absolutely ecstatic. Everything seems so different, but for the best.
And what emotions does being back in the country bring out for you?
An awful lot, especially when it comes to family.
Hmm. And
The last time I was on the island was in 2016, where we had a family to get together, but now those family members are no longer with us, so it's very emotional.
How I met Frank was weird. My aunt husband used to cut his hair, and he went in her lounge one day and he saw a picture of me on her desk. And the cheeky boy decided to say, "Can I write to her? I like the look of her." So he went and get a picture of himself and wrote to me and introduced himself. And so when I got to England, we are already been corresponding with each other. So it's not that I just got off the plane and fall into him.
As a child and now?
Favorite memory in Jamaica?
Yeah.
And that is the one I used to like. Used to look after the cows, them, and I really like that. Even now, when I'm going out on the road and see the guy them with the cow them on the road, I have to stop and admire them, man. I used to like that. You know what I mean?
So you like herding?
Okay. Used to like it very much.
Fair enough.
And I also wanted to know, when you had your children, this is now in the 1970s. No,
my children were born in, my first child was born in 1962.
And did you think that they were growing up in a world that was accommodating to people of West Indian descent, or more broadly people who were black?
I think there was a lot of prejudices because there was a lot of immigrants coming into the UK at the time, and the reception wasn't very warm for a lot of people. But because we were a British colony, we didn't have to, we could travel freely to England. I could see why the prejudice was there, because a lot of them think that the West Indians coming were cheap labor and were coming to take their jobs. But what people in the UK did not realize that in the West Indies there were an awful lot of advertisement for workers to come to the UK, hence student nurses, transport workers, so on and so forth. So that's why a lot of people came to the UK. This week has been fantastic. I've seen all the old places, and I was very nostalgic about it.
And has it brought up any memories from your childhood?
Yes, it has brought up an awful lot of emotion, especially Fontebelle, where I grew up as a little girl. But it was a pleasure seeing my grandson where I grew up.
And do you think that coming back to Jamaica this week was the right decision?
If it was the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
And can you elaborate on why you thought that?
Because now I'm 82 years old and I have mobility issues. I don't think I'll be able to do that in the future. So I'm glad I took the opportunity to be here this week.
And I wanted to know one more thing. If I asked you whether you're Caribbean or British, where do you identify more strongly?
I have a great affinity for Jamaica, but I think having lived in England for over 60 years, I think a great deal of loyalty lies there.